Direction matters more than intention. Clothes may count in horseshoes and hand grenades, but not in the practice of navigation. Small trajectory errors over long distances can lead to disappointing results. Here's a quick example to demonstrate how minor angles become big problems. Let's start with a familiar reference point. Imagine a clock face or an analog watch on your wrist. Notice the 60-minute marks that make up the full circle. Each minute represents 6 degrees of angle. Consider the extremely small angle between high noon and 12:01. Keep that tiny angle in mind. Imagine your favorite shade tree is precisely 1 mile from your current location. Start walking towards the tree, but deviate slightly to the right by that 1-minute angle mentioned above. If you walked for 1 mile at that slight angle, you wouldn't come close to reaching the shade tree. In fact, walking 1 mile at a 6-degree angle would leave you standing 552 feet away from your destination, almost 2 football fields off course. Clearly, direction is crucial. And that is the second principle of navigation: direction matters more than intention. You cannot navigate your life on intentions alone. Direction determines the destination, intentions are indicators of desire. Many of us can relate to that sinking feeling in our gut when we disappoint a loved one by not following through on a promise. It's similar at work when the boss asks if we've completed an assignment, and we must admit we haven't. All we can do in those moments is humbly ask for grace and more time. If you're self-employed, good intentions alone won't pay the bills. Intentions are important, but they must be followed by specific actions to be effective. To accomplish our daily tasks and achieve our long-term goals, we must first determine the right approach. Once we've identified the correct direction, we need to stick to it, directing our thoughts, actions, and resources toward our highest priorities while avoiding distractions. The most common misconception about why people fail to meet their goals is that obstacles are to blame. However, obstacles are not the primary reason goals are not achieved. Instead, we often diverge from our goals by more accessible and tempting paths. For instance, while we may intend to eat healthily, the convenience of processed and prepackaged foods offers a shortcut to calories. We said we would improve our cardiovascular health, but the siren call of Netflix and hot wings keeps luring us onto the rocks. While overcoming obstacles is tough, let's face it, the seductive allure of comfort often leads us astray more frequently. We must be intentional in navigating our lives, rejecting mere chance or good intentions. Taking ownership of our spiritual growth and staying on the right path is crucial for our well-being. Good intentions alone won't suffice. Let's be known for purposeful actions, staying true to our path.
Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Give careful thought to the paths for your feet, and be steadfast in all your ways. Do not turn to the right or the left. Keep your foot from evil. How can a young person stay on the path of purity? By living according to your word. Enter through the narrow gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it.